Here's another 5 bands that you may not have been aware of, but you should definitely check out because there is quality within them. The first up in this video is Kardashev with an incredibly beautiful song, followed by Fainthearted, ILÄNDER, Ashes of Billy, and Mallavora. All interesting songs you should check out. So first up, here is Kardashev. I'm excited to hear another song by Kardashev because it's been a while since I heard the first one, and it was a lot. It was a wall of sound, but I think I might be more ready for it now. This song is called Snow Sleep. Shout out and thank you to Nis for requesting this live on Twitch. See what it's like. And go. So much reverb, creating a nice atmosphere. How many strings are on that guitar? It's a very bright ride cymbal. We have begun. Good Lord. That's such busy drumming. Matching the strumming tempo with the double kicks. And then whew. You know what, with the voice over the top, it works better for me. My God. But then also the guitars aren't doing double strumming here the same way. Jesus Christ. This is huge! Okay. Trying to figure out if that's a sampled snare. It might be. It's very subtle. This moment's when it really comes together for me. This is very nice. They're very considered with the level of the vocals in the mix. Holy hell, man. That's unreal. Lovely. Oh. Still going. The multi-layering of the vocals. Beautiful. Wow. Oh my God. Oh. Back into the heavy reverb. Well, they're just gonna suddenly cut out. Oh. Fucking hell, folks. I didn't see that ending coming. Tell you that for free. Oh man, I went through all kinds of experiences listening to that one. Like, I really enjoyed the kind of the delicate groove of the start. Not a massive fan of the snare sound they went for, which is part of the why I wasn't sure if they actually programmed that drums with samples. Because I'm like, why would you choose that? Like, kind of that thuddy sort of flat snare sound. But maybe they did. I don't know. That was really cool, impressive. And then the double kicks came in, and I just had to giggle because I just think it's such a mad choice. The relentlessness of that, along with the double strumming of the guitars, the whole thing was like a lot. I was kind of out after a while. But the way that they put the vocals in the layers is fascinating. I think I saw some comments saying, like, what was it? Death gaze? Is it shoegaze? Metalcore? Deathcore? It's exactly what it is. I can understand why people love this. I'm starting to understand it myself. Once I allow for the fact it's just gonna be like, you know, and there were moments when I think really was the vocals were in, and you feel the groove because of the strong accented snare drum that tells you where we are in the patterns. That played really well in the moments that they did that. So that was great at times. But yeah, a lot of the deathcore moments, it's just too busy. Imagine those moments with a more simplified groove, and I think it would be marvelous. But I understand you got to be busy to then have the payoff of having more space, but the ending of that song, that vocal multi-layered harmony work was simply fucking gorgeous. Like a sea shanty thing. Amazing. The fact that they can do that on all the other stuff. It's like, wow, they really make choices as to what they're going to do and when. I thought, oh, now. Interestingly, I think I'm just putting it in here. That surprised even me. I think that's more than just solid, because although I wasn't really into the deathcore blast beats, the quantity of that, allowing for that, that was a really interesting song. I thought that was written beautifully. And I enjoy the journey that it went on and how it was done. God, I did not like the snare drum sound, but I think the ending is what tipped it into delicious. Maybe it made me forget some of the other stuff in that song. But I definitely want to hear it again. There's stuff to unpack in there. I want to hear that again. So therefore, delicious. From Kardashev. Now, I've heard 2 songs of theirs, and my experience at the end of both of them is like, wow, that's a lot of sound for one band to be creating. Slightly overwhelming, but I think if there are moments where you just let it wash over you, and then it kind of makes sense. So, excited to hear more Kardashev at some point. That's very interesting. Here is a band, I assume, called Fainthearted, with a song called Washed Away. Thank you to Michelle Elise for requesting this over on Twitch. I don't know anything about this other than they seem like they're pretty new, potentially. It's 500 subscribers, so pretty small band thus far. 9,000 views on this song. Let's check it out. And go. Jaunty to start. Oh yeah. Lovely guitar work. Ooh, yeah. Good Lord. It's like Oralize meets Architects. God damn. And then chorus. Heavy with the double kicks. It's a bit of a invent animate visualizer on their video here. Nice bright right cymbal. There's an old school metalcore to this. Back to the chorus. Okay. Vinyl effects. Chorus isn't quite delivering on how good the start was. Almost almost like a choir behind it. Take us home. Big breakdown to finish. Surely. Yeah, something's coming. Okay. There it is. I was just one couple of bars too early. An oscillating synth sound. Tiger sounds. There's a slight foulness to it. And that's probably the end there. Yeah, all right. Man, tell you what, that started out fucking brilliantly. And unfortunately for it, it could not get back to that level. I think the chorus lacked a little something. There were a couple of melodies that were interesting there, but they didn't quite revisit it in a hooky way second time around, which is a bit of a shame. And the melodies were a little bit overcomplicated, I think, in the chorus, so that's really anchor. And the way that the lead vocal part was mixed in was a little bit lacking in impact somehow. It was buried a little bit in the mix, I think. You got that scream vocal backing it up to try and add some weight to it, but that was just on a little bit of the lighter side. And then as the song went on, it became a little bit predictable with the parts that they were putting together. Like, the sound was good, the mix was good, the performance was decent, there was some excellent work going on the guitars, but maybe it was a victim of just how fucking great the start was. With the power and the groove and the bounce of that thing. That was awesome. So overall, I think it lands in the solid range for me. Oh, at the start, I was like, that is fucking brilliant. They just need to do something a little bit more interesting, I think, from then on. And if not interesting, then at least more satisfying in the melodies and the hooks within the chorus. I think that's right. And also, the breakdown that they so obviously built up to was a little bit standard, I think. It wasn't quite next level. So, solid. I wouldn't mind hearing it again. Fainthearted. They've got a very good fucking start to them. I'm not really confident in how to pronounce this. It looks like it's ILÄNDER. ILÄNDER. Song's called Crown. Thank you to Rectify for requesting this over here on Twitch. 4 minutes, 18 seconds long. And go. Why'd I look at the camera there? That's weird. Go. This has got a real, like, early 2000s kind of vibe to it early on. Unusual notes to choose. There's also a weird bass turn. Reminds me a little bit of Grin. Mixed with, like, Pearl Jam. And Placebo? Very unusual melody progression there. Like a heavier Smashing Pumpkins. Fred Durst? Bit of Blippy Clyro, maybe? It's really interesting. Really unexpected direction the melodies take you. Oh yeah. Nice. The music is very consistent, but the drums are really staccato. It's an interesting dynamic. Okay. There's a bit of Manic Street Preachers in it. Very interesting. Oh, that's a lovely tone. That sounds like an actual tube amp. Huh. That was fascinating. When it started out, my initial thought, if I'm being totally honest, was like, don't worry, kids, we've got Grin at home. It was of that ilk where it has a darkness, has a sludginess, and a pace to it, but interesting tone of the vocalist, and very interesting melodies. But it wasn't quite as full and polished a sound, perhaps, compared to what I've loved of Grin, another kind of new artist. But it sort of grew as it went along. Once you accepted the mix and the sound for what that was, it was a really interesting song. Some very satisfying, heavy punches from the full band moments with the crunchiness, but also melodically fascinating. Some of the turns that the melody went were completely surprising. They were tuneful and they were within the key, but just not where you'd go with it as an expectation. I quite enjoyed that. It was interesting. Moments remind me of so many bands that I've liked in different eras. Very interesting. Overall, I quite enjoyed that. I don't know when I'd choose to put it on because it is quite overall super melancholic, but very interesting. I would say credit where credit is due. I think that's a cool song. It's very unique. It's trying to do something a little bit different with all of these things we've heard in the past in the rock and kind of shoegazy world. It's its own thing. That is great. That's a rare thing to pull off. So yeah, I think it's a delicious song. Yeah, succinct. That's what I like. Just a big old wind up to, yeah, that was quite delicious. Again, I'm not sure that it's something I would listen to on the regular, but that might grow in an interesting way. I can't quite put my finger on that voice. It's really interesting. And there's some gold in there. I'm definitely going to keep an eye on ILÄNDER. I'm going to have to figure out how to pronounce the name. That song called Crown was really good. Here's a band that are new to me. They're called Ashes of Billy with a song called Burned Out. All I know about them is that they're Danish. Let's check them out. And go! nice driving beat to it. Bass sounds great. Cool attitude to this. There's a strange, like, tinniness to the mix. Okay. I think this voice reminds me of. It's cool. They look really young. In a rocket. It's like a punkier Bush. There's something odd about the audio. I swear it's like a lower bitrate audio track or something. Something missing in it, the mastering somewhere. I don't know. This works with the bass. Maybe it's just the way they do the guitars. Enjoy the floor toms. All the tom-toms working together with the bass. I love what they're doing. They're leading with the snare, but it's okay. This song is not about grooves. It's about consistent punches. That ending is a kind of Nirvana-like delivery. Okay, that was really interesting. The autoplay. Okay, Grant. There's something not quite right about the audio there. I don't know what it is. It's like it's 480p audio with a HD video. I don't understand how that's happened, but maybe it's just a trick in my own head. I'm pretty sure there's something not quite right about the audio there. But the song itself within it showed so much promise for me. It is, it's kind of like a 90s rock with a bit of pace to it. The delivery, that sort of like half lazy sort of a bit of attitude. There's a cool, chilled out, accidental angst to it, which I quite enjoy. That song sounds like a banger to me. I need to hear it on Spotify at some point to see maybe if there's another version of it that's higher quality audio, because there's something almost washy and tinny about the way that comes across to my ears, which is a shame because the song itself, I really dug the vibe of that. It was very cool. Tricky. Like, I think it's almost delicious for me. I really enjoyed the intention there. That unfortunately the audio quality did not fully pack the full punch. The verses I thought were great. Maybe it's not the most interesting song in the world. It could have developed in a different direction, perhaps in the bridge. I'm going to give it a high solid. I think there's something very cool about that, and I really like it. But it wasn't given the full chance to breathe, I think, and whatever was going on with the quality of the audio render in that particular thing. And it's not doing anything completely interesting or innovative. It reminds me a lot of, kind of like bands from decades ago. But it's good. It's a very satisfying vocal overall. I enjoy, it reminds me of things like Millencolin or Turnstile, sort of in that realm. And they look super young. This seems like a very high quality bit of songsmanship from these folks. So Ashes of Billy was very good. But I want to hear that with Better audio rendering. I don't know what was going on with that. I've never listened to this band before. They're called Mallavora. The name rings a bell, but I don't know what they sound like. Here's a song called It's Not Enough. It's been requested by Michelle Elise via my Patreon page. It's just under 3 minutes long. And go! Robotic vocals to start.
There's a storm unfurling through the skies. In the war I'm losing in my mind.
Controlled meatiness to this. Very late snare placement second time around. Cool vocals. Unusual notes here. Almost Eastern.
There's a storm unfurling through the skies. In the war I'm
It's a cool, slow grooviness to it.
still the world is turning all the time. But it's not enough. No, it's not enough. There's a storm unfurling.
Taking it up a gear. There's harmony to it as well. Powerful. Oh. We're getting more intense. Scream vocal tease. Don't end. Fuck. I was really enjoying that. It was just building and building to a crescendo. It was just like, hup. That's all you get. Oh, God. God damn. I was enjoying that. That was cool. It had this sort of, early 2000s, sort of like a metal rock vibe to it. It was slow, but groovy. Not full power with the vocals until later on, kind of, I guess, towards the end of, I'm going to say the verses. It was getting up to some power. And at the end there were the scream vocals. But the rest was kind of a calm, kind of low energy delivery. And the notes were not wildly apart from each other. It's kind of like meandering through there with this slow, sludgy sort of industrial guitar sounds underneath. I dug it. I thought it was pretty cool. In fact, I'm annoyed that it ended after 3 minutes. I felt like it was going to get to somewhere interesting. So like my instinct is that it was quite delicious. I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. That was better than just average. It was intriguing. That's the thing. I think I'm intrigued by it. I don't know that it paid off in the way that I'd like it to, but I respect the choice to just stop. Sort of. God, I want to know what's next. Maybe the next song on a record, like an album. Maybe that goes into something heavy. I don't know. I'm going to say it's just in delicious. I like that. I'm keen to hear that again. There were some cool moments in there. Very lovely. Certainly intrigued by Mallavora. They don't have 1,000 subs at this stage. That song was a visualizer. I don't know if they have anything else out, but a month ago, 1,500 views. They must be quite fairly new, perhaps. Good sound, though. Really cool overall sound. Very intrigued to see what else they might have in their pockets in future. So hopefully you enjoyed one or more of those. Let me know in the comments which was your favorite of these 5 bands. And do make sure you join me live on Twitch to discover these in real time with me. And we'll find the best of the best rock music in the world together on Twitch. Thank you for watching this. Make sure you check out those bands' socials if you really like them. And make sure you subscribe to this channel if you want more brilliant music recommendations in your YouTube feed in future. Have a wonderful day. Maybe I'll see you in another video very soon.